to say. When a lot of these people and sports commentators, they talk about like who's the best between Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. What a lot of people talk about is like the ring count, but nobody talks about where the rings came from. Like
What do you
we
mean?
before we came on, you were talking about everywhere LeBron goes, he gets a ring,
Mm-hmm.
but he went multiple places.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say it's more impactful if, like, say MJ, what he did, staying with the Bulls and getting that many rings, or Kobe getting all those rings with Los Angeles? Do you think it
What, like
takes
in the
anything?
GOAT
Oh,
combo? Um,
do you think it takes anything away from LeBron getting rings from multiple places instead of staying at one place and
I
building
see.
up? Yeah, like I said, like Jordan, he got all his rings with the Bulls. Kobe, so like LeBron got rings with
With
Miami,
multiple teams, yeah,
with
three different
Cleveland.
squads.
Yeah, so like,
Um,
do you think it takes anything away
I
because he
think
left and just was, just floating around?
I think that it depends, right? Like I think it generally depends on your perspective. Me personally, I don't. I feel like in
I don't
some
either
cases it can add to that legacy. But I can definitely
because you can go
understand.
anywhere and get a ring.
Right, exactly. Like you just on some shit. Like, look, bro, I show up, I make some moves, and we win a ring. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no,
it's
I agree. That is more impressive because he can go somewhere and then he just builds a team around himself and
yeah.
then
What this
he
team looking like? Y'all got some. Okay, he. All right. He could stay. Hey, nah, he's a, you. Yeah, y'all. I ain't gonna say it, but y'all know.
and
Like so, yeah. You could just.
whenever niggas hate on LeBron, they always like make the joke like, "Oh, he built the 2021 Lakers. He built this old ass, decrepit ass team, so he's not such a good GM." But
Like they
all the
got
other teams
rings
he
from
put
him.
to,
No, no, fuck the other teams. He got a ring last year. Did y'all forget? I know we always say it's the bubble ring, the Mickey Mouse ring. Nah, nigga, a ring is a ring. I still had to play the greatest niggas in the game to win it,
exactly. That's
and
what
I
I'm saying.
won a
Like, so
ring
he won a ring the previous year, but
with that
now
team.
since they not winning, well, I mean, they added Russ. Russ wasn't
Yeah,
there.
I know. But besides Russ, like you figure there were what like two, maybe three different bodies. Like it was mostly the same core. It was Bron. It was AD. Damn, I'm already forgetting who was on that bubble team. Yeah, the bubble seems
Nigga,
like it was so long ago.
Schneider was on that shit.
But that's what our whole thing. Like for me, I feel like it just depends how you see that GOAT combo. Like I think a lot of problem with sports commentaries is just about hot takes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I think that's the problem. And most media is like that now because it's like that's the shit that gets you to click on the article and drives the revenue. And you know
You
what I mean?
saying
Like it's
Draymond was right about the old media?
I don't even like not even old media. I think he's right about the old media, but the problem is that that's new media too, depending on who it is, right? Like if you're just an unscrupulous nigga with very little morals, you're gonna go that route. It don't matter whether
Mm-hmm.
you old or new. It don't matter whether you 20 or 55. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
that's not
right.
gonna matter. Like if you're just a nigga who's like, oh, so when they click on this, even if Draymond didn't say that, even if JJ Redick ain't say that, I could just like if you gonna go that route, like that's how you gonna approach it. So that's gonna be nasty part. But like it was funny because even Draymond was mentioning and saying that Stephen A to a degree was new media because he was like for all the shit that new media stands for, you still embody that. So even though you an old head who been in a game as long as you've been in, you still embody all the facets of new media, which is what we drive forth, which is truth, which is breaking the game down and this and that. And so for me, it's just like I think it just depends on the situation. Like the GOAT conversation is always a conversation. Like people will genuinely sit up here and think like, oh, it's settled. It's already settled. It's like it never settles, dog. Like it's very few GOATs that the combo is settled. Don't get me wrong, there are some, right? There's absolutely some. Like when it comes to like Tom Brady and football, yeah, that's settled.
That's
That's
undisputably.
settled. Like there's still people who will debate it, but that ain't even remotely debatable. Hold on, let me please hold on. I'll be right back. Niggas is fucking up my pod, man.
He gotta go pick up his Popeyes because he's black. They just added with sodas. So
But yeah, what the hell was I talking about? But
you're
yeah,
talking
no, no,
about
no.
the soda from Popeyes you just went to go get?
Nah, watermelon soda
No,
sounds
all
good.
jokes aside, why doesn't Fanta have a watermelon flavor like grape,
They have
orange,
mad
strawberry?
flavors too. I ain't gonna
Yeah, they
lie.
don't have watermelon. That's kind of. I feel like that's
Contrast.
racist.
It's like
It's like we want to stay away from stereotypes, so we not even gonna make one of the best flavors. No watermelon soda for you in grapes.
it's like they in the focus group and they talking about new flavors and everybody bringing their shit out and somebody say watermelon and they're like, okay, see us after. He said, what? Why I gotta stay after class? What I do wrong?
Oh no, you're getting a prize for best flavor.
Cause yeah, we've been thinking about watermelon. We want to talk to you about watermelon. Who's everybody leave the room? All right, yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you real quick before they get in here. You can't bring that water shit up. No more, no more. That watermelon gotta go. Like that's dubbed. You feel me? We got black folks that work in this office. They even hear you talking about that, yo. Shit'll get crazy in here.
Have you ever thought about why there's so many stereotypes for black people? I mean, obviously because this country is built on racism, but they say black people like orange soda and grape soda. Why we get two? What's
Cause I
why
mean
we
they're
get
not
two?
wrong, but my thing is like, dog, like who tastes a highly sweetened carbonated beverage and don't like it? Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
Like Dave Chappelle said, who don't like fried chicken and watermelon? If you don't like fried chicken or watermelon, there's something wrong with you.
yeah, like
But no,
watermelon's
I'm
not my
really
go to, but like I rock with watermelon. Like I'll never be
uh,
the dude to be like, yo, let's go get a watermelon. Like let's like I'm just not. That's just
first
not what
off, nigga,
watermelon is for me.
I am so lazy. No matter how much I love a fruit or vegetable, if it requires any amount of work, I won't get it. I love oranges, but I haven't bought an
Oh yeah, yeah.
orange in like I
Nah,
don't
that's
know
facts.
years. So I can't remember last time I bought a watermelon. Nigga, I don't ever think I've actually bought a watermelon to cut up. The last time I remember having somebody cut up watermelon for me was for
Like
my
a
mom
barbecue.
and kid.
You mean?
When I buy watermelon, it's already pre-cut up in the pack.
Hmm.
So that's that on that. But I'm just back to my original point. I'm just baffled at the fact that orange soda and grape soda are
They would
fucking
they were just reaching.
no, it wasn't reaching. That shit's definitely good. But well, how did those two specifically get attributed to black people? Like, why not like I don't know, cherry cola or strawberry soda,
I
Coca
mean,
Cola?
when you really think about most of the stereotypes, like a lot of them wasn't like really that. I mean, a
No, go
lot
ahead
of
and say
them,
it so we can cancel you. Go ahead
a
and say
lot.
it. I
No,
know
no,
what you're
no.
gonna
I'm
say.
saying
I know
no.
what you're gonna say.
You literally don't because I know what you think I'm gonna say. But no, a lot of them are not like even remotely rooted in like actual real world observations. It was just like somebody was mad and was just like, yo, you know what?
Oh, okay. I
Like,
thought you was gonna say the exact opposite of that because
yeah,
that's what
nah,
niggas
nah,
be
nah.
saying.
But no, 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 no. A lot of them aren't. Like my thing is like, and especially a lot of them are lacking context. Like you said, like think about it. Think about a lot of the black ones. Like, oh, black people like fried chicken. Okay, but the context is that who don't like fried chicken. Like that's the context. The context is that when you fry chicken, that shit goes crazy. Like, and that's my whole thing. Like, there's a lot of like, like for example, is they do oh women are emotional, and I'm just like, quick question, just spitballing here. When niggas get denied and they kill women, that is that an emotional response too, or
No, your anger isn't an emotion.
oh, it's a feeling.
Yeah, only when women are like sad and crying or
That's the
yelling,
only.
that's
Those are the only
that's the
emotions.
only emotions. Yeah, that's it.
Hysterical, crying, feminine.
Hysterical. Is hysterical even an emotion, or is that
No,
like a state of being?
feminine. That's an emotion.
Feminine. Feminine. That's not.
the,
That's a
the
crazy emotion.
feminine emotion. That's what it is. You know the one.
The
With
feminine
with
need to cry and be emotional, right?
oh yeah, that was another thing. I actually hated it when they did the feminine urge. Or nah, I hated when the women did the male urge because I was just like, just at your ex. This ain't got
Yeah,
nothing to do with niggas. Talking about like the male urge to break up with you when you're 7 months pregnant, and he just knew how much it meant you to stay away from that one
that's
girl.
not
He
an
like,
urge. That
yo,
is
listen,
you.
that's a confession.
That is a
Listen,
one-off scenario that happened between you and one specific nigga.
yeah, or even if it's a 2 off or 3 off, my nigga, those are 8, those are 6 or 7, 9, 10 bad niggas. Like,
out of however many billions of niggas are on the
who are
planet.
bad in a million other ways. We don't be doing that, bro.
Yeah, no,
That's
I'm terrible in a bunch of ways.
yeah. Like I tell
Um,
my girl straight up, like, babe, listen, I'm only gonna gaslight you just a little
yeah,
bit, like probably like less than
listen,
10%, maybe like less than 5%.
my name's not Kyle, so you don't gotta worry about. Wait, I was gonna make a joke, but your name is Kyle. Sorry, White Kyle, Kyle.
That's
All right,
something a
let's
Kyle
clarify
would
that.
do.
I was gonna say my name's not Kyle, so you don't gotta worry about me punching no holes in the wall. But
He said, "Oh, your name is Kyle." Derogatory.
that's a whole joke. Like niggas named Kyle be drinking Monster Energy and punching
Oh, I
holes in
know.
walls.
I had a white
Yeah.
friend named Kyle, and he was the stereotypes. I get it.
I also well he wasn't a friend, he was a nigga I worked with.
Nigga used to be yelling at his mom in front of me and shit. That shit made me mad
That's
uncomfortable.
fucking crazy.
Like, yo, I told you I wanted leg quarter. Why the fuck do I got drumsticks? And I'm like, yo, that's crazy because like both of them shit smack, and you didn't even say leg quarters. So I'm just confused.
Yeah, it's crazy. White people may be the only group of people on the entire planet that yell at their parents. Think about every other POC group. Like imagine, just think about Indian,
Yeah, on
Asian.
average, nah, you're getting clapped for that.
Yeah,
Like, don't get me
no
wrong,
matter
I've
what.
seen black people who can talk to their parents like that, but those are
It's few and far between. They're
that's
outliers.
an
They're not.
exception to the rule. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. No, I mean, that's it's funny as hell that like when it comes to stereotypes, like you really think about a lot of them. Like I'm just like, bro, a lot of that shit is just like quick thinking. Like it's just something quick that your brain come up with, so you ain't gotta really consider the totality of shit. Like you just like, look, bro, if I had to address every black person separately as their own individual human, whew, not doing that. So
Ain't
what
no
I
way on God's green
yeah,
earth I'm
ain't
doing
no
that shit.
way. Like if I see one on the street, I gotta gauge if he is the violent type. Nah, I got a better idea.
I'm just gonna clutch my purse, nigga. Fuck.
Yeah.
What do I look like?
He said, what I look like thinking, well, no, maybe it's not him. And then my shit get snatched. Nah.
Listen,
Oop,
listen, listen. These
oop.
are not people. These are super predators.
These are moon monkeys, okay? You don't understand.
Sewer crickets, if you will.
Space apes.
Ooh, space ace. I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Um, but what else? So anyway, I guess I should do the intro. It's episode 55, baby.
The big 5-5.
The big 5-5. I'm finally wait. Is like AARP? That's 55, right? Or is that 65?
I don't know. I haven't really thought much about my future because I'm assuming this world is gonna end before I make it to that age.
Hold on, let me
So
see the age cutoff. Yeah, I know. Oh, age 50 and older. So this pod, well, it's been eligible, but this pod is officially eligible for
don't worry.
AARP
Juneteenth
numbers.
just happened, so like it's been eligible for freedom, but we didn't get it until 5 years later. So
Mm, very poignant,
yeah.
salient point you bring up there, and some more thesaurus words. So we did start off in the NBA shit a little bit. We want to finish up the free agency talk. We slide. We could talk about that Bradley Bill quarter of a bit. You know what's nuts? The niggas' salaries are $250 million salaries. That's just something I'm not really grasping. Like I haven't
Yeah.
grasped that until this moment. That's why when I was just breaking down the numbers in my head, right? And I was just like, bro, you could go somewhere else and sign for 22, 23, 24 mil
See,
a
nigga,
year
now
and
see
win a
now you get
championship.
it.
And that's like
Yeah,
half of the money. Like literally a nigga would be giving up $120 million for what, a ring?
for a ring.
Yeah, for what? Yeah,
Nigga,
don't get me wrong.
what I got to prove, I made it to the NBA, nigga. I was
Yeah,
never in the GOAT combos to begin with, so I don't give a shit.
yeah,
Just here to make money. So now you see what I was
yeah.
talking about when I say that is 250 million on top of the money he's making before. That nigga's probably on the way to 500 million, depending on the type of investments
You
that
know,
he's
niggas
made.
should be, but
Yeah, you should.
I
That's
don't
why I
know.
said
I
probably
don't know
because
if
you
that's
don't
how
know the
niggas
investments.
is. But I was dying because I seen a quote from Shaq where he said something similar the other day, where he was basically just like, "Bro, like I'm watching Rudy Gobert get paid more than I ever did in my whole career. You don't think that shit make me mad? Of course, that's why I be petty. That's why I be bitter and silent. I'm like, yeah, okay, you know what? I get it. I do get it. Because then think about it.
Hmm.
Imagine you are at the top of your game and you stopped playing basketball in 2010, 2009, right? And then you watching like, bro, my career earnings might be like 100 million, and that's pushing it, right? It's depending on what area you play, that's pushing it. But my career earnings is like 125. It's bums, like regular niggas averaging 10, 2, and 2. That's eligible for like 20 million. Like Jalen Brunson, perfect example. Let's look this up. And Jalen, no disrespect to Jalen Brunson, he's just not fucking amazing. He's not a stellar player. He averaged 16, 4, and 5. Solid numbers, not even all-star numbers though, right? That
Mm-hmm.
nigga is eligible for an extension this year, and the Knicks finna pay him whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks
I
look like they
mean,
finna pay him
it's the
the
Knicks.
most they. I know. It's the Knicks. The Knicks are good for this. But the Knicks were mentioning a 4-year, $110 million contract for Jalen Brown. So really think about that.
Oh my
Imagine
god.
being one of the top 10 guys, right, in the
Of your
league.
time.
Yeah, of your time for the 10 years you play in the league. Listen, you on an all-decade team. You get what I'm saying? Like you're one of them niggas. Like you ain't no bum. You ain't even, but you're not Shaq. You're not the top of the top, but it don't matter because you're that guy. You made all the All NBA teams. You're gonna be a Hall of Famer, and your career earnings is less than what Jalen Brunson made on his first contract after his rookie deal, off of 16, 4, and 6.
Oh, yeah, I'd be hating too. Shit.
Yeah, like from that perspective, no, I absolutely, I 100% understand niggas hating. And then when niggas get paid that bread, right, and you show up in a playoff game and you drop a dud, oh, I know, I get it. Now I get it. Now I get why you niggas they be flagrant. They be, yo, back in my, yo, if he was playing in my day, yo, we would have beat the dog shit out that little nigga. You just like, bro, what? Why you doing all that? Because this nigga worked his ass off for 17 years, made $80 million, and Jalen Brunson getting that shit in one contract.
Through his rookie season.
Yeah, right. Through his rookie
Whatever
season,
he got for the rookie
Jalen
season.
Brunson never going to be better than whoever, you know what I mean? Going to be better than, I don't know. I can't even think of a guy who I'd be talking about. But let me, like, I'm gonna pick a random year. Like, let's pick 2006, right? Best NBA players, right? Obviously, they're gonna be Bron, D Wade, and all that shit up there, right? So let's go to a couple of niggas who we wouldn't pick. Let's take Jason Kidd's career earnings. That's a great one, right? Jason Kidd in his career earned $187 million. Now that's great money. Jalen Brunson's still getting 110 for one.
Yo, ain't no way.
Jason Kidd went to the finals. He went to the finals. He was all NBA. He was in the MVP running at one point. Like that's really nuts to me. Like, all right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Elton Brand. Ooh, I know y'all remember Elton Brand. Elton Brand is gonna be a little nasty because he had that injury. So his career earnings ain't gonna look the same. He earned over 160 million salary alone. Yet again, Jalen Brunson
How
finna
long?
get
I was gonna
that
say,
right
how long was
after.
his career though?
Let's see. Oh man,
Oh man, I know what that means.
it took him 18 years to get all that.
And Jalen Brunson got how much? 120, 110, 120?
Well, that's what it's looking like. 110, yeah. It's
God.
the Knicks, so you know, honestly, the Knicks fuck around offering more than that.
Nigga, just bring Patrick Ewing back.
Yeah, like mind you, Stephon Marbury, 13-year career, average 19, 8, and 3. His average year was better than Jalen Brunson's best year, and he made 88. Wait, no, sorry, he made 151 million in his whole career. You get like
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? Like Stephon Marbury is gonna get outpaced by Jalen Brunson off of a rookie deal in the 4 years. So like I get it from that perspective, but it's still hating. Like forget the
Mm-hmm.
pocket watching for a second. It's like, bro, just judge the game for what you see, bro.
I
So
can't.
listen,
I
I don't.
got bias on this. Media bias. I got fucking personal bias, nigga. I got pocket bias. Actually, you
I
know
got
what?
pocket
No,
bias.
I take back what I said because Shaq, he might not be getting as much as Rudy Gobert or any of these other guys, but he's made so many good investments and owned
Yeah, nah, that
so
don't count
much
though.
shit.
You know why I don't count though? Because Rudy Gobert can make the same investment.
He
That's why I
can,
don't count.
but Shaq, nigga, I see Shaq's face on everything. This nigga
I know,
is
but
a
you know why that
almost a
don't
billionaire,
count?
probably.
Because Shaq earned that because he's the greatest nigga that there is. Like that's my whole point. Like a nigga look at it like, nah, bro, look what I had to do just to for you to still
Okay,
beat
so
me in
that
money with
by
no
by
endorsement.
that logic though, nobody is gonna be trying to hire Rudy Gobert to be advocates for their products like Shaq was.
I
Shaq was
know,
able to act in movies and rap and
I
buy all these
know, and think
franchises and shit
about
because
that.
he's Shaq.
I did all of that movies franchises, the general, the icy hot. I did all
General
of these commercials, all of these things,
on 72
and
Wendy's.
Rudy could still make more than me in 6, 7 years. I get it.
Yeah,
I
that's
understand it.
yeah. I know.
You
I
try
see
your
why you
hardest not
hating.
to watch another nigga pocket. Then you look at his deal and you like, bruh, he give niggas he a turnstile. Like like niggas blow right by him. Like you just be like, all right, yeah.
No,
All right.
calling a nigga a turnstile has me fucking screaming.
Nah, when they called Chris Paul a traffic cone, that shit had me crying. But yeah, so I mean, obviously, I feel like Bradley Beal. I wish he would have went anywhere but the Wizards, but quarter billion. Okay,
It's
I
hard to
apologize. I get
yeah,
it.
it's hard to
I
not
get it.
do that.
But moving on to bigger news, Kevin Durant requests a trade from the Nets. So baby says he wants out.
Yeah, when I saw that, I literally started crying laughing because
He reportedly said he wanted the Suns and the Heat as preferred destinations, and if he goes to either of those spots, that's pretty scary.
that's almost a guaranteed championship.
Yeah, yeah, for either of those teams, 100%. You know,
Imagine Kevin Durant and Jimmy Butler.
yeah, that's scary. And then with Spoelstra and yeah, I'm scared.
And, I hope he goes to Miami. No. I like Chris Paul. I hope he goes to the Suns, and this is finally gonna be one for Chris Paul. That's what I hope for. Just because I like Chris Paul, he needs to get one.
I think in terms of sense for him, I think maybe the
Yeah,
Suns have a bigger
the
hole
most
that,
want to
that
say, but
I don't know, but either way it works.
well,
Yeah.
somebody said they could in a picks because there's a centers in most teams on the league.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
Now they could. I think the reason why they won't do that though is that they'd still have to sign Ayton afterwards. And my thing is with Durant leaving, Kyrie likely probably leaving, in my opinion. That leaves you with just Ben Simmons, who's getting paid already. So it's like, do I want to tie
hmm
up all my max money into Ben Simmons and DeAndre Ayton? Like, no disrespect, but like when Brooklyn planned this whole thing out, I'm sure DeAndre Ayton and Ben Simmons weren't the two guys they figured they'd
not at
end
all.
up
No,
with. So,
I thought there was like a clause in most NBA contracts where like if you don't play, then you don't get paid. And Ben Simmons has just been chilling.
well, yeah, yeah. So with Ben Simmons, there's been, like there's been mental stuff, there's been actual health stuff. Again, I'm not there. I'm not in that locker room. I know
hmm
what it looks like. We all know what it seems like, but no one knows that for sure except for him and whatever trainers he's seeing. Um, but my
Yeah,
whole thing is, if I'm Brooklyn, I'm under the belief that they want him on the court too. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Brooklyn, but it definitely seems like this is kind of the worst case scenario of when you just let the players do what they do.
I feel
Like,
like this. Honestly, this could result, or I don't.
no, it will. It will. I think I know where you're going, and it will.
I was gonna say it can result in the firing of Steve Nash.
It probably would. It probably
I
would.
was what I was about to say was I don't know if this is the fault of the coach or the background staff, the general manager, and everybody else, but like the way this is being run is it's just calamity. You got one nigga that's not playing because of mental stuff. You got one nigga that spent half the season not playing because he refused to get vaccinated. You got KD and James Harden, both of them
Right.
niggas playing.
Because
James
KD
Harden
was
left.
injured. James Harden was
KD,
traded for Ben Simmons, and then James Harden looked washed, so y'all looked a little bit better, except Ben Simmons didn't play at all.
yeah. So like this is just a clusterfuck. It's a calamity. It's a fucking a hodgepodge of random niggas that should be good but not. So
Yeah.
what y'all gonna do about it?
And I think what this will end up in though, which will be bad for the players, is that this is absolutely going to be addressed when they redo the league rules, like for the
Oh
collective
yeah,
bargaining and all
for
that. Yeah,
sure.
100%.
Ben Simmons and James Harden are 100% going to negatively affect players
Well,
going forward.
all of this, not
Kyrie
just
too.
them too. Like, you gotta understand, like from the Nets' perspective, nigga, everyone involved like screwed them in one way or another, and I don't know how much they
I
had to
mean,
do with it.
Kyrie screwing him now by leaving, but he was a model player while he was there.
Yeah, for half of the games, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, he can't control getting injured. It's not like Ben Simmons
No, no,
maybe has a
Kyrie wasn't
fake
injured.
injury. Wait,
Kyrie
no,
wasn't
not.
injured.
Wait, did I say Kyrie? I meant KD. That's what
Oh
I meant.
yeah. Well, yeah. KD got
KD
it.
was
Yeah. No, KD did
he,
everything he's supposed to. He just kind of
yeah.
eventually realized. I think he really realized. Like, look, I like Kyrie, but like,
This
I'm not
nigga's a
gonna do
diva.
this.
He's too much.
I'm not gonna do this.
And you know what? Niggas be taking sides in this whole Kyrie situation. Stephen A may be a lot of things, and a lot of niggas call him a coon and all this, but I agree with him with this whole Kyrie situation. Partially because I just don't like Kyrie, and he is a fake woke hotep nigga, and this whole not playing basketball thing. I agree with Stephen A. Everything this nigga saying about this nigga's not playing, he should not be getting paid. So
Yeah,
like
100%.
anything that Kyrie is saying to retaliate, refute, I'm just like, nah, bro, you gotta
For
know like
me,
to stand
yeah.
on with this.
For me, when it comes to the last stuff with Kyrie, like I mean, I'm still a huge fan of Kyrie's play. Like when Kyrie's on the court, I mean, I'm gonna watch every
Yeah.
fucking time.
I mean,
But for
even
me,
Stephen A. said that. Stephen A. is every time he talks shit about Kyrie, he's like he's a phenomenal talent. When he
yeah, you
does
gotta throw that
play,
in there because people
yeah,
lose sight of that. They think if you
hmm
talk about contract dealings or the stuff you're saying in the media and this and that, and I judge you based on that, that means I just suddenly think you're Jalen Brunson. I think suddenly you're an average player. I think
okay,
suddenly
back to
you're.
Jalen Brunson.
I know Jalen Brunson catches
What he
strays,
do to
right?
you?
It's just, the Knicks are nuts, but it's just like it's like, and that's the one thing I do hate that you gotta put a qualifier in there every time. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like you gotta be like da, da, da. And just so y'all know though, love me Kyrie. I love me some Kyrie. I'm cool with Kyrie. That's my guy. But and it's like I shouldn't
That
even
nigga
have to do
Kyrie
that.
be balling, but
Yeah, I shouldn't even have to do that. Like, bro, when you're on the court, we see what happens. You put up 60 points or 50 points like 3 times this year in half of the games you play. Like, stop it. I understand who you are and what you are, but the problem is nobody, nobody plays good enough to only play half a year and it's worth it.
yeah,
I'm
no, ain't
sorry,
no way.
nobody. Unless you put in Wilt numbers, you put up 50 points, 25 boards, and you putting that up, then yeah, you can play in half of the games. 100%. You can play in half of the games because I know whenever you play, it's a guaranteed dub. Niggas fuck around and be 44-0 with you on the court. I'm cool with it. I'm
I'm
cool
gonna
with it.
hold you. I kind of feel like and I'm always supporting black people, and I love black people, but I feel like this nigga needs to be punished because now that all the vaccine mandates are being lifted this year, he's gonna be able to play the whole season really with like no issues. But he's facing no repercussions from last season. He's getting paid 36 million this season.
Yeah.
So like he just got away scot free from last season not doing
Well,
shit.
again, just go back to what you were saying about how the team was run. Like, I
Yeah,
think they made a calculated decision and thought to themselves, well, if we really punish or find some way to like stick it to Kyrie because of all this, again, in any other scenario, I would advise you to. I would say, no, ain't no nigga bigger than the team, especially when you have Kevin Durant still, right? Like, if I piss Kyrie off, okay, I still have Kevin Durant. Go ahead and do what you do, nigga. If you walk, you decide you want to leave, you ain't playing, we'll trade you for whatever. We'll figure out a way out of this. But I think the unique part about this scenario for the Nets was that Kevin Durant and Kyrie were both linked, right? Like they were like intrinsically linked to the point to where they felt like if I shit on Kyrie or if I punish Kyrie or if I do anything that pisses him off, I'm indirectly pissing off Kevin Durant. And so I think for them, they kind of opted to just let it all rock because they said to themselves, well, listen, even though Kyrie might be upset, this and that, he's upset with how shit's going, but he's good with us, right? Because we talking to him and we letting them know, look, we cool with the half and half shit. But if they said they wasn't and it was really on Kyrie ass like that, it's possible that this whole debacle we in now just happens during the season, right? Or happens earlier. You
yeah.
know what I mean? And so I think they took
But
a
they
calculated
still kissed
loss.
this nigga ass and did all
Yeah, they
this
took
just
a
for
calculated risk.
KD to
Or
leave anyway.
I think they blew up in their face. That's why I said it was a calculated risk, but I think the calculations were off.
And the funniest part to me of all this is the rumors going around. I don't know if it was rumors or if it was confirmed, but you remember when niggas were saying Kyrie was threatening them saying if y'all get rid of me, KD leaves too. And then Kyrie decided to stay and then KD left.
Where was this? I'm talking about. Repeat that for me one more time.
I said, remember what was it like a week or two ago when it was rumors floating around saying that Kyrie was threatening the Nets saying if I leave,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
KD's
yeah.
leaving too.
Uh-huh.
And
But he
then
decided to leave
Kyrie
first
stayed,
anyway.
and then
Yeah.
KD left anyway.
Well, we don't know so much that was Kyrie's intent because what happens oftentimes is players will opt into these contracts like they'll take their player option and basically sign up for a signing trade. Like, all right, look, y'all gonna sign me for whatever the prerequisite number is, right? Like, y'all sign me for 36 mil, and then y'all work out a trade and trade me somewhere, right? So I think, I feel like that's what Kyrie was always angling for. I feel like he was never like there were people who were floating that he would go
But
to
my thing is,
LA.
why was he angling for that though? Because his whole thing when he left LeBron was he wanted to be that guy.
Mhm.
He wanted to be the star running the
Yeah,
franchise.
well, he did
You
address that.
finally got a franchise, did he? I didn't see
Yeah,
that. What did he
he
say?
essentially says
What did he say?
something along the lines of he was young and he didn't understand what it took. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't understand like truly what it is to, like you said, be the guy, to lead the team, to be this, to be that. And so he was basically saying like, hey, look, man, I mean, I regret that part. I don't necessarily regret leaving, but I do regret, you know what I mean? Like saying like on the whole, I don't want to be in Bron's shadow and da da da. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Now you step out into your own light, and guess what? Now it's game time. Because my whole thing is think about it. If you was on a team with Bron, I mean, one, I think maybe this ends differently, but then two, I mean, you was in LA. I mean, I don't know if they had mandates out there. I don't think they did, but my
I
thing
don't
is
know. California is a liberal city. They probably did have mandates, honestly,
maybe,
just
but
like New York.
I don't know. But my thing was, I think the Nets definitely took a risk on this, and they figured, all right, you know, we just got to keep our stars happy, and it backfired because neither of the stars want to be there. But I think that again, that goes back to the construction of the team because I'm sorry, but you can't have two stars, superstars in here, and put a decent team around them, just decent though, not better than that, and then say, all right, and we're gonna give you a coach who doesn't know what he's doing. Good luck,
Yeah,
right? Because then guess what happens? The real world happens, right? You already have a tough road because you have two superstars with no supporting cast really, and then no coach, and then on top of that, somebody gets injured. Damn, we're cooked. But no, it's cool. KD comes back and we're in the playoffs, but like, it's still not enough. You know what I mean? If only we would have had Ben Simmons, the third guy, right? The guy that we
yeah.
traded Harden for.
I would say
So
maybe if they didn't trade Harden, it would have been better.
right, and so then there was that. But I think a lot of that was it was calculated risks, and it just all of that shit cooked them. The Ben Simmons shit cooked them. The kissing Kyrie's ass shit cooked them.
Now, I admit that I'm not a basketball professional. I don't obviously don't know more than the backroom guys, the GMs, but why the fuck would you trade James Harden for a guy, Ben Simmons, that choked during the playoffs in another city?
Think long term, I genuinely do think they made the right decision with that because look at what James Harden showed us. And my thing is, we don't know where Ben Simmons is gonna go, but if Ben Simmons turns out to be the exact same player he was with like, let's say it's the same path, and you get to the same point, and when you get to the playoffs, you choke. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. But here's the thing: James Harden chokes in the playoffs every year.
Yeah,
Like that's known, right? One, two, he looked washed. Like forget choke, he
yeah,
looked
no,
washed. He just looked
that
washed.
shit
So
was bad.
my thing is, I still think the Nets won that trade, but because Ben Simmons didn't play, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like you won the trade. I really do think you won the trade because I think if that 76 team had a Ben Simmons who could just focus and play, he would have done a lot more for that team than James Harden would have. And I think the same would have been true of the Nets. Ben Simmons would have did a lot more than Bruce Brown going crazy. Like, bro, I'm sorry, but Bruce Brown should not be playing.
He shouldn't have to go
He shouldn't
crazy.
be playing 36 minutes in a playoff game. I'm sorry, that's
Hell
just not.
no.
That's just not some shit that should be happening. You know, so it is what it is with those. But what was the other one I wanted to talk about? There was some more shit. It was the Hawks trade. I need to get
The
down to
Hawks
it.
traded for DeJounte Murray.
Yeah. The Hawks traded, I believe, Danilo Gallinari and 3 first-round picks for DeJounte Murray, and I think this is a great trade
Yeah, I
for
do
the
too.
Hawks. I
Yeah,
don't think, I think the Spurs did well, but I don't know. I want to say they can get more for this because I don't know their plan, so I don't know, and I think that's the key distinction with a lot of this. Like a lot of these moves look terrible when you have a different plan, right? Like when your plan is like, you
yeah.
know what, compete now. This is a terrible idea, but I think in the grand scheme, like if the plan is like, listen, we're gonna suck for this year and next year, like it didn't matter what moves we were gonna make, we were gonna be ass. So we decided to maximize how ass we'd be, get a good return for it, and in 2 years So if that's the plan, some of these moves make more sense. But the problem is, what fan signs up for a 30-win season? You know what I'm saying? Like, what fan signs up for a team that's not very competitive because I want to get the number 3 pick and pick Victor Wembanyama? Like, you know what I mean? Niggas just don't sign up for that. Fans don't, at least.
Who's even on San Antonio right now? I literally have no idea.
Don't get me to start lying, bro. Come on.
Besides DeJounte Murray, I have no fucking idea.
I'll be able to tell you once I start seeing names, which is how reading works. They drafted Malachi Branham this year. They got Zach Collins, Danilo Gallinari, Keldon Johnson, Trey Jones, Doug McDermott, Jacob Pertl, Josh Primo. This shit stinks. Devin Vassell, Lonnie Walker, Blake Wesley. Oh, they had 2 picks.
Lonnie Walker.
They had some good picks in this draft, though. But yeah, no. It's not gonna fully work. But I think if we're looking at like, oh, the Spurs need to compete. If you got Coach Pop, you won 34 games last year. Nah, listen, they were ass last year. They got 3 good picks out of it. They're likely going to be ass again this year. You'll get some good picks out of it, and then they're angling for the next offseason, the next offseason.
When was the last time they're even good? When fucking Tim Duncan was there?
Bird? I mean, I want to say pretty much, yeah. Like, I'm really trying to think, like.
I have no fucking idea. Obviously, because I'm not a fucking Spurs fan, but.
Not even not being a Spurs fan. Like, I'm really trying to think. Like, the Spurs haven't been good since 2018. They lost in the Western Conference. Oh, first round. Sorry. Yeah, so 2018 was the last year. 2018 Spurs. What was that 2018 Spurs hitting for? That was LaMarcus Aldridge, Davis Bertans, Marco Bellinelli. That was DeMar DeRozan. Okay, yeah, that was it.
Oh, DeMar DeRozan. I forgot he was even on the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, this is the Rudy Gay, the Patty Mills team. Yeah, okay.
Oh, my. Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense why that was the last time they're fucking good. What the fuck?
What else we got in the free agency? What happened to the shit I just seen today? So that trade was good. I think it'll work for the Hawks because I think Trae Young is in a better position to be off ball now. Like, DeJounte shouldn't be an off ball guard because he don't really have the shot like that. So I feel like you're better off having DeJounte at the 1 and Trae at the 2. Even though, I mean, defensively, like, Trae Young will be a liability at the 2, but he'd be a liability at the 1 too. So it's fine. It is what it is. I definitely think this makes the Hawks significantly better. And they got rid of Gallinari's contract, which is a little ugly. So I think the Hawks really won this one. 3 first-round picks. I mean, first-round picks don't really mean the same thing as they used to. Although it depends. It really do depend because certain teams make it work.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So what else? Okay, these are a bunch of... I'm not going to talk about a bunch of niggas, returning to the Heat and shit like that. Malik Monk went to the Kings. And he had a career year last year, 14-3-4. That's nuts. 14-3-4, which was not that much better than Jalen Brunson. And Malik Monk got a $19 million deal. Jalen Brunson got $104 million. The NBA is a cruel place, man. I tell you.
Yeah, 2 or 3 points off. That's enough.
Yeah, 2 or 3 points and like 1 rebound. Like, I mean, you didn't do much more than I did. But imagine KD going to the Mavericks. Him and Luka, I'd shit myself.
Nigga, I don't. That's not possible.
It isn't because no, it isn't because realistically, what would the Mavericks offer to get KD? Like, because it'd have to be a trade because KD's still under contract, so KD has to be traded. Like, I think Kyrie opted in; he has to be traded as well. But KD is under contract, I think, for 2 more seasons or some shit like that. But it's funny because for all the talk about Bron, niggas saying Bron leaves and shit, like, people were like, Bron played out every contract. Yeah, every contract he played it to the end.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could say what you like about him angling to get his way out, but shit, if it was a 4-year deal for 3 years, he would just shut the fuck up and do his job. Year 4? Oh yeah. Year 4, he like, hey, look, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. What's that coach name in so and so? I love playing for him. Your coach is looking like, bro, like, come on. Like, bro, come on. He said, nah, I shut up for 3 years, my nigga. Let you rock.
Let you do your whole thing, bro. It's not working.
Shit was whack. So I think that's just about it for free agency. You got Lou Dort going back to the Thunder. A bunch of people returned to their teams. Oh,
I
the
returned to
Spurs
my team
waived
too.
Gallinari anyway. Making him a
Oh
free
wow.
agent. Yeah. Okay, Gallinari will get signed by somebody. It's just he won't. It won't be
So
a
did they just
massive
want to
deal.
get rid of DeJounte Murray's cap? Is that why they did that? And they got 3 first-round picks for it too.
Yeah, that they are. The Nets acquired Royce O'Neal in a trade for a 2023 first round pick.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier today.
I just don't get that because it's like no disrespect, but Royce O'Neal for a first round pick? You got shit me? All right, I don't.
Definitely interesting.
I think that's definitely. I think that's it for the NBA at least. So what else we got? We could talk versus. We could swap. We could swap right on over to the NFL and talk about
Did you watch the verses?
I didn't watch. I watched enough. I'll tell you that much. I absolutely watched enough.
I didn't watch any of it. I didn't care.
I know I didn't either until I started watching some of these things, man. I was just watching and I was
I
just like
saw clips of Omarion and his brother eating watermelon to simulate eating pussy
racially
on
motivated.
stage. Nah, sexually motivated.
Sexually motivated.
Sexual demons these niggas are. Who eats watermelon to simulate eating pussy on a stage? And you can tell them
and then
niggas.
hand a husk to a woman in the stage like, here you go.
You can tell them niggas didn't really have shit going on. They wasn't like singing or dancing or nothing. They was just appealing to their sex appeal. That's pretty much it. The fact that you got your brother in on it's fucking weird.
The weird
I'm
sort of the really strange thing about this, right, is that going into this versus, I wasn't hugely pumped for really any of the verses lately. But
I don't even remember the last verses I watched. It was probably like Shaka
oh no,
Khan versus
I didn't even watch them no more because at this point, like you
I
gotta pay
didn't
like
even realize they still had him. I was
you gotta
surprised
verse
when I heard about Omarion and I don't even know who he went against. Mario?
Mario. Yeah, at this point now, it's like a versus pass, bro. Like it's like Six Flags. Like I gotta pay money to get a battle pass to watch the verses. So I'm like, bro, I'm either streaming this illegally or just never gonna watch it.
Wait,
But
you have to pay for it now? It's not on Instagram anymore?
yes, it's all free.
What?
Remember they sold it, man. Remember they sold this. This is a separate venture now. This is somebody else's shit.
I know they sold it
They
to
monetize.
Thriller, but I didn't think it was. Ain't no fucking way, bro. And niggas still. I know nobody on Earth had to pay to watch that. Niggas, everybody on Earth streamed it. I know. There's no goddamn way.
So, but the real issue, right, is that going into this, I was thinking like a Mario versus Mario. I was like, I rock with Mario. That's my guy. I used to always love Mario R&B shit growing up, but I just didn't think a Mario had enough to stand with a Marion's hits. And in my opinion, honestly, I feel like I was still partially right. Like I still feel like Omarion still has hits. It has the
He
hits
just
and the
gave the
hits.
worst performance.
Omarion just stinks. If
Yeah.
we're gonna be honest, he just stinks. He's just an awful performer. He didn't take none of this shit seriously. Whereas you could tell, like Mario was like, he was on it. Like Mario came in there and he was like talking like sweet, like, oh yeah, you know, it's my brother. He cool, da da da. And then Mario was like, nah, fuck all that. Play your joints. And Mario was like, oh, where? I bet. Bring out the B2K lookalikes. And I'm
Smoke
like, wait, what?
lookalikes. Wait, was B2K not even there?
No, he had niggas
What?
that was lookalikes for
Why? What the fuck?
because Mario was trying to violate. What you mean? Why?
No. Not fuck Mario trying to fight. Why was B2K not there? Why did he need to pull out lookalikes?
Oh, you must not know. Them niggas are beefing, like actively beefing. Omarion has been beefing with his bandmates for quite some time. And
Huh.
this at this point, it ain't savable, really.
I just said, nah, you can't salvage that at this point. No, this shit's
Nah,
done.
because like it's been a long ongoing joint. I think a
I
lot of
remember
the
the shit with Raz B, but I didn't think that
well,
had
yeah.
anything to do with this.
Well, think about it. It's the shit that happened with Raz B, right? And that alone, I mean, that'd be enough for me as Raz B. But then it's also the other fact that a lot of the other dudes pretty much say, like, look, Omarion went solo, he got his shit, and there was no break. It wasn't a clean break, right? It wasn't like, oh,
Hmm.
like I'm transitioning out, I got some shit going. It was
He
just like,
just left them niggas.
yeah, nigga just up one day and just, all right, we out.
Yeah.
And think about it. Let's be real here. Like, J Bug, Razby, them niggas wasn't never gonna be stars solo. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, and that's I think one part that a lot of people don't talk about, where they'll always like oh yo, you a grown man, you could da da da. But like, okay, let's be honest here. Let's treat it like it's sports, right? Let's say you on a team with LeBron, right? And Omarion's not LeBron, but I'm just picking LeBron for the example. But let's say you on a team with a nigga like LeBron, right? And like you doing well with LeBron, you having a career year, you getting your shit up, da da da, this and that. You get to a point where LeBron's like, all right, yo, look, I'm finna dip. Or he don't even tell you. He just dip in the middle of the night. And he just gone. Like, nigga just dip off to wherever, Sacramento or some silly shit. And you just like,
Yeah, nah, that
LeBron,
would piss
damn,
me
what
off too.
happened?
That'd be crazy.
What happened? And then niggas is just like, bro, you grown. Like, you an NBA player. Stand on your own feet. And it's like, dog, no disrespect. I averaged 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. I was never going to be a star on any squad I went to. That's just not who I am. That like it's the same thing you said about Bradley Beal. Like Bradley Beal is going to be a great player, an all-star, maybe a superstar, but he's never going to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just not his role. So he's accepted that, and I think that's the thing where we always talk about these groups and so on and so forth, where it's just like you don't have a responsibility to stay in a group to make sure your niggas keep eating, but at the same time, it's like if
I
you
just got here a year ago. You're not even my niggas for real, honestly.
right, right. But like I just like on the flip side of that, like you do have some responsibility to your niggas to like make this
At least tell
transition
them. Yeah, make it
reasonable, like,
amicable. Make it
or even on some shit where like you know you want to get out, like yo, look, bro, I want to get out. I don't
I'm gonna
even got
tell
the
y'all
plan
first,
together
yo.
yet, but like I want to get out. I want to go solo, and that's gonna happen. So I like it might not happen until 6 months from now, 9 months from now, but I don't want that shit to be a surprise when it happens. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the first time you hear about it, I already got an agent. I already got, you know what I'm saying? I'm already booking solo gigs and shit. Like nigga, damn, let a nigga know.
No, that is kind of fucked up to just dip and not say nothing.
Right. So then you have that, right? And then you combine that with the whole shit that happened with Razby. You combine that with I believe one of them sleeping with Omarion's like ex-wife, I think. And that was recent. But my
Yeah,
thing was, think about it.
wherever they
Yeah, April or
Fizz
something. Yeah, one of them. I think it was Lil Fizz. But so imagine it. We already been beefing for 10, 11, 12 years. We've been beefing for the longest. So think about it. Your ex-wife knew exactly why she did what she did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, niggas is nasty for that, but at the same time, nah, she knew what she was doing too. And I'm sure she was like waiting. And that's another thing. I don't know why niggas fall for shit like that. Like, if you got, even if you didn't have an issue with this nigga, right? Like, let's say you and him was not on no type of bad terms at all. You just wasn't talking to him. And it's like his ex-wife come through and you could see, like she said, my thing is, I would never want to have any sort of like that type of relationship with somebody's ex lover or this and that, because I would always feel like I'm a pawn. Like
Yeah,
you
exactly.
using me to try to get to him. Like, oh yeah, word, oh word. That's what I fucking means. And he like, bro, what? What are you like? I always would feel like that's the case, and that's why I never understood niggas who just don't really give a fuck about that. Like they just don't seem to care. Like, bro, if you my man's ex, especially ex-wife, bro, you're dead to me. Like you a
Well, I
friend.
mean,
That's
like
it.
you
Like
said, they not mans is,
yeah, I know, but even if you're not my
but
man, like
still,
unless I
it's still
purposely wanted smoke with you, I'm not
yeah
fucking her. Like that's why I feel like this had to be like this was
personal.
both of them. Yeah, this is both of them. Both of them was like, nah, I know what fucking you will do. I know exactly what fucking you will do to him. So that's why I'm even more with it. You even sexier to me because I know just how much you gonna hurt him. I'm just like, yo, that's nasty work. Like, but my thing is when niggas go to that route, bro, like, think about it. You've been kicking niggas back in for decades, bro. So niggas gonna act how they act, and that's not even justifying. That's just letting you know this is how niggas gonna act. You kick somebody back in for decades, bro, they gonna hit you where it hurt. They gonna hit you where it hurt. Nigga not gonna say you can't sing. Nah, that ain't good enough. I need something deeper than that. I need something to cut real deep.
Even though apparently this nigga can't sing, because
No, 100% he can't sing.
that
Because
nigga he
boy
is
on that
just
stage,
yeah,
the
nah,
antics was out here, bro. Like the antics was bad. And so anyway, Mario was cooking him during the verse. Now, granted, I always knew Mario could sing. He was a good singer. it was just like I was like, damn, Omarion, you getting baked on the live performance part.
That's
And
why
it's
I
just
started eating watermelon coochie.
yeah. He bought out Ray J. Ray J was awful too. And I was
Why
just
did he
like,
even bring out Ray J?
dog, dog, I don't be knowing. I don't know why niggas do none of the shit that they do, bro. I'm gonna keep it a being with you. I
Yeah,
don't
like I
know.
have no fucking idea. Like, what was the fucking point?
Like, and that was my issue. Like, it was just a lot of strange things. And to me, I was just like, you know what? Obviously, there's been more better examples of this, but Versus is cooked, bro. Versus is 100% cooked because this shit started like 2 hours late. It was just all types of shit.
Now, a
And
lot of niggas were saying that since Versus is black owned, that's why it's late and this
bro,
and
what does
that.
that mean?
But
You're a
now,
business. Grow up.
no, that's what I'm no, that's what I'm about to say. Now that it's not even owned by black people, what's the excuse now? Now that it's running 2 hours late, it's owned by Thriller. Who set this bitch up? What's the
Bro, listen.
problem?
The only reason a nigga should be late is if it's some shit you just can't do nothing about. Your shit get held up at customs. All right. Ain't nothing I can do.
Customs. Shit is in America. Ain't no
No, I'm
customs.
saying like you was in Canada just before this and you bought your shit with you. I don't know. I don't care. Like if your shit get caught up for that, alright. But bruh, why are you 3 hours late to the show? And like you said, nigga, you're one plane away from me. You're one flight away from me. The weather was fine. Wasn't nothing. Wasn't no turbulence. What's going on? Like
Turbulence like
versus is
that's gonna
cooked.
make you late, bro.
Versus is 100% cooked, man. Like I'm just like enough of this shit, yo. What else we got on this list? We got excuse me. I guess since we still on entertainment, I guess we can we ain't gonna do a deep dive, but we gonna talk a little bit about this.
We're gonna talk a group of shitty people.
I don't know what that is, but I was gonna talk about this. How do I intro this?
I don't know. I
There's a
don't know what you're gonna say.
phenomenon of I would argue it's mostly women. I don't think I've honestly ever seen a nigga do it.
Sexually motivated.
Not to say that niggas don't do it. I just don't think I've ever actually seen a nigga do it. But there's this phenomenon of women who will sleep with a man, right? Cool. I'm liking that part.
Obviously.
Partake in activities. And the activities at play are what ends up being what's the word I'm looking for? Controversial, right? Controversial sexual acts.
What are you getting at?
I'm getting at, right? I'm trying to dance my way around this, but I'll just jump straight into it, right? So
Is this even on the
Erica,
agenda?
this is on the agenda. Yeah, man. I know you don't
Oh,
read, but I know you can't read.
nigga, no,
That's
I
cool.
see Safari and Erica, and you just said a bunch of
You
shit
didn't
just
know
to
all
say
that.
Erica.
I know, baby. I had to lay the groundwork. But anyway, um, Erica,
Okay.
right? Erica Mena, from Love and Hip Hop fame, right?
Is
Her
that
and
what she's
Safari got
famous
a
for?
child together. Well, what else would it be? But her and Safari
Oh no,
have
that's
a
fucked
child
up.
together. I mean, honestly, what like don't like let's not do that. Like, if you're famous for like the one thing and you don't like, that's
The
what you're gonna
one
be famous
thing.
for. Don't be mad at me because that's the shit you got. Like, you should love that. Nigga, you famous for that. But anyway,
He not wrong. He
so
not wrong.
Erica and Safari got a child together. They're, as far as I know, they were married or they were seriously dating. I don't really keep up with celebrity shit like this, and I didn't think it was really that relevant. But what is
Facts.
relevant is that for whatever reason, and I don't know the reason, I'm going to assume it's Safari being a fucking idiot because he
Mm-hmm.
usually is a fucking idiot.
Right. That's
Um,
facts. Agree.
or just a nasty nigga. Like, he just did some bad shit. I mean, that's just what I expect from Safari. So something happened, and Erica decided, you know what? I had enough. I'm finna expose this nigga, man. I'm finna expose your ass. So what does she do? Oh, she gonna expose him. She gonna show the world just how nasty and dirty this nigga is.
How'd
So
she do that?
well, I'm about to tell you, pal. So she
Oh,
posts screenshots of a text message conversation between her and Safari.
mm-hmm.
And long story short, in the conversation, Safari is essentially asking for her to wear a strap
And peg him, right?
while he fucks her because he want the strap to be like
Oh,
flopping, like you know, like the arm,
oh,
the wacky inflatable arm flailing too. Like he
yeah. He
want
want to see the
he want
strap
the
flopping
he
around.
want the
Yeah,
strap
yeah,
like spanking while he want to hear double claps, like almost like a
yeah.
double beat
Okay.
type joint.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
right again. Okay, that's what he was on. And so in the text thread, you can see he's
I'm not gonna
basically
hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. That's not where I thought this was going. I thought it was just gonna be pegging. I was like, oh, standard
well,
homophobia
pegging
stuff.
would have essentially. I mean, this is way more descriptive, so it seems worse. But like, I feel like this and pegging are basically like neighbors. Like they're in the same category. I don't,
I mean,
um,
yeah, yeah.
but
Either
yeah.
way,
Anywho, so in the conversation, you can tell like it's just really funny to read the convo because it's like you can see a man honestly trying to describe this to her, and you can see like you can just see the confusion in her responses.
yeah.
Like at the time, you could tell like she's just like, okay, wait. So if you fuck, what's the strap gonna be doing? Okay,
Dangling. The fuck you
right.
mean,
And
nigga?
she's like, okay, no, so you're not gonna interact with it? Like, are you gonna do anything to the strap or okay? Oh, no, okay.
Oh,
You
nigga, I
just
just
wanted
want
to
to see it jiggling.
smack and
Damn.
flap. Okay, like, And you can see like her just trying to wrap her head around it. Like, okay, I'm still just not understanding what the strap would do.
Nigga, it's nothing to understand. Are you gonna do it or
Like,
not?
and so she
Damn.
did all of that, right? So that's the whole text conversation. And then there was a separate one where it was just like a black screen and it was just her posting the text. And the text is pretty much like, oh, like don't think I didn't remember you was trying to fuck with DJ Self daughter when she was 15. Now I thought that was pretty nuts.
Oh,
But I also
that's
thought to myself, that might be something you should lead with. But
yeah.
okay,
You didn't even have to post all this other shit. You
don't
should
worry about
have
it.
just
Don't
said
worry about it.
that.
Don't worry about it. Right? Because that shit got me to thinking. And I started putting timelines together. Right? And
Timelines. Ooh.
like, just
Ooh.
time, how time works, right? And I started thinking to myself, well, hold on. This whole DJ cell, this is real, right? So Safari was allegedly messing around with DJ Self's daughter. DJ Self is his man's, right? And DJ
Wait,
Self's
wait, wait,
daughter
wait.
was
This is
15
she
at
wasn't
the time.
just saying shit. This is this
No, she
this
wasn't just
really.
saying shit. No, she wasn't just saying shit.
Ooh.
Right? Now, but
Ooh.
here's my issue. Here's my issue, right? Now, to me, the point you're proving is Safari is a bad person. And I would be of the thought or be of the camp that no, we all knew this already, Erica. We didn't
And you
know
were
this
still with
specifically.
him.
We didn't know these specific things about him, but we all assumed he would. Like, we just saw the way he treated you. We just saw the way he treated other people and assumed he was a bad nigga, right? But here's the thing I have a problem with. You knew what you knew about the DJ Self shit before
And
y'all
just
had a
kept
kid
it to
together.
yourself until you
No,
started arguing
before
with this
y'all had
nigga.
a kid together.
Oh yeah.
Meaning
Yeah,
you gave
that's
a child to a nigga who was fucking around with his man's 15-year-old daughter. That automatically, that right there, lets me know you part of the problem too.
yeah. No, that's you're fucking disgusting. You
But then
nah.
two, right? Think about it. You had the child with the man who did that, and it clearly, I guess, wasn't no problem all the way up until now. But then the part that I thought was real interesting, somebody else mentioned this to me, was that they said that the DJ Self part, I mean, as bad as it sounds, it's just pedophilia.
What do you mean?
No,
It's just
listen to what I'm saying. Listen to why I'm saying that, right?
how's it get worse than that?
It gets
Oh
worse than that
man.
because
Oh
homophobia is
man.
stronger than that. And so that was his whole point. Think about it. Everyone, think about it. He was basically saying, like, you go anywhere, type in Safari name, type in Erica name. You're not going to hear a single word about the DJ Self shit.
You're just gonna hear
You're
about
only gonna
Erica.
see the little strap with the strap
Oh
balancing up and down
man.
like the wacky inflatable arm flailing tube. That's the
I see
only
what you
part
meant.
that you're gonna hear
I
because
see
that's
what
the
you mean now.
salacious part. And why is it salacious? Because you being gay is way. Are you
That's
wanting the penis
crazy. You
around you
trying
during
to
sex
tap
is
into your
way
man's
wilder than
daughter, bro.
pedophilia. Like that's
Yeah,
way
what?
wilder than pedophilia. So and that once he brought that to me, and I was thinking to myself like, wow, is that true? Is that fucking wow? I'm like, that's pretty sinister when you put it like that. Like, because that's like a concentrated effort. Like, you knew, like, all right, I gotta expose this nigga. What am I going? All right, you know what? He was fucking with his man's 15-year-old daughter. Yeah, I'm over. Oh wait, fuck. He said, damn, we talking Hollywood though. Okay, let me see. Let me think. It's got to be something else that he did with the. Oh with the peanut, the strap flopping. Yeah, okay, hold on. I got some.
You know
So
what makes this even crazier to think about and gives it deeper layers is most of the stuff in the Bible about Homo
Homo erectus.
uh yeah, Homo erectus. Every nigga on earth right now, Homo erectus, we're all banned.
Oh man, banned species.
Wait, never mind. We're not Homo erectus, we're Homo sapien, my bad.
Erectus
Well,
was the niggas before us, right?
yeah, no. That's why they gone. They got the Bible banned them.
He said the Bible banned them.
No, what I was about to say, every instance in the Bible that talks about homophobia and talks about gay people, it was originally having sex with children. It
Oh
was
yeah, I did.
pedophilia.
I did read about this. How they
They originally
not,
banned pedophilia, and then the niggas that control the Bible were like, nah, we not fuck with that.
he was
Get
reading
gay.
the passage. Don't you live it? What? Hold on. Yo, can we do a meeting? Yo, can we have a meeting? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
That's
want to talk about this part in Leviticus 8. I want to talk about this part right here because it's what it say? Let me read it back. It say niggas who do this shit with the kids, y'all some sick ass niggas. It say that. And so I was thinking, right? Here's my thought. Somebody got to be a sick ass nigga, right? But what if I told you it wasn't us? Hmm?
the thing that I don't understand is why. I don't even know if we could say this on stream, but why the fuck is it only little boys that Catholic people? Why not? No, it's so fucked up. I don't even want to say it, but like, if they wanted to get rid of the homosexual stuff in the Bible, and well, no, they want to get rid of the pedophilic stuff from the Bible and
Mm-hmm.
replace it with homosexual stuff. Why do they still touch little boys in Catholic Church?
I don't know. Homosexual repression. There's probably a million answers to this. I don't know what the actual answer is. Maybe it's a combination of a bunch. But listen, a lot of people project the shit that they project. It's just they be like, nah, yo, them gay niggas crazy, boy. Them gay niggas crazy as hell. You like, bro, why are you looking around after you say it like that?
Like I just it's just a lot I don't understand.
Yeah, no,
It
I don't
pisses me
understand
off.
either. But that was why I disliked this a lot because I was just like, dog, like my issue with this is because it appears as if I'm a Safari defender, and Safari has shown he was a nasty nigga for since he was beefing with Meek Mill. Since back then, nigga, since he was with Nicki, he was not a great guy.
Yeah, no, for
He
sure.
left Nicki, and then he showed us very visibly. Once he got on TV, oh my god, he showed everybody. He showed the whole world. Hey, listen, dog, I'm not that guy. And your
I,
ass decided I'm gonna fucking marry this nigga. I'm gonna wife this guy. I'm gonna lock him down, give him the nut, and put a little baby in the oven. And it's just like, dog, I don't understand how you do all of this. You hold it down, hold it down. Now you want to expose the same nigga that you gonna do. And on top of that, you probably
yeah,
gonna go back to him. And that's what's really gonna piss me the fuck off. That's what's really gonna piss because you gonna do all this, try to expose,
all right.
and then
That's
y'all gonna
speculation. We don't know
nah.
that
That's
she's
the part
gonna
that's
go
gonna make
back.
me tight. That's the part that's gonna
No,
make
if
me
she
tight.
go back, that's gonna nah. I'm gonna.
But that's how this usually work though. That's how this usually work. I'm not saying that's how it's gonna work. That's how this shit usually go. Like y'all do y'all shit. You gonna say what you say. He gonna find you, press you, do what he do. I don't know what he gonna do, and y'all eventually gonna come to some sort of terms. And we need to make it work for the kids. Yeah. Let's make it work for the kids.
Nigga, you need to write a black book, like one of them fucking
Like the opposite of the Epstein logs.
no, I mean one of them Quantavious Moore books. I
Uh,
my grandfather impregnated my baby mama. You need to make one of them books.
I refuse. Refusal.
I get it. You should. You should.
Um, what else?
No,
What else?
this shit is crazy though, because it like you said, it has levels. She's obviously wildly homophobic for
Weaponize that homophobia.
this reminds me of when Kanye and Amber were beefing and she
Mm-hmm. Yup.
talking shit about eating his
Yep.
ass.
Because even if
Like,
that was true, I was like, first off, yo, you was the main one dogging that shit. I don't
yeah.
understand how you
So
get
like,
away with.
what's the
How do
problem?
you get away with that? Like, imagine me, right, trying to shame a nigga like, yo, tell me why I was with this girl, right? She like getting doodled on, peed on, all types of nasty freak, nasty shit. This all little nasty, slazy little ass. And then niggas start asking questions like, wait, hold on, who was peeing on her?
Yeah.
What you mean? What you mean? What I mean? Who was peeing on her?
I mean, plus the main thing
Like
is
who was dookie on her chest? Like you said, you explained in detail. Like she got the dookie on the chest, she smeared it in, and then somebody used a
why are
meat.
you getting so descriptive?
He said, "Yeah, how do you know
Why are you
exactly
smearing
what
it
happened?
in?
Was that you? Was you using your meat like a spoon to smear it? Was that
Oh
you?"
my god! All right, all right,
But
all
no,
right.
really think about how this shit sound, dog. You're doing this. You don't get to do that. Like, bro,
Yeah, you don't get to be the one eating the ass and then talk about a
like
nigga liking his ass eat.
the analogy I thought was like, imagine me and you was doing like, what's the drug that society does not find associated, like heroin, right?
Crystal meth.
Crystal, any of them. Let's say it's meth, right? Me and you doing meth together, and we be burning it down. You feel me? Like first time I came to you, I was like, yo, try this crystal shit. Da, da, da. And you was like the same way she was, asking questions like, okay, so but what did it do? Okay, all right, and then what? And and then eventually you get to it, and we both doing it together. We like, yeah, this shit like, woo. And then some shit go wrong. I get beef with you, and now suddenly I'm on. This nigga must be doing meth, y'all. Nigga,
Fucking
you
meth
was
head.
there with me, doing it with me. We was there.
I said it first, so I win.
I said it first, so I win. Like, dog, you was there smoking that crystal with me, boy. What?
Nope,
How
I
you
said
get
it
away with
first.
that?
I win.
Like, I'm sorry, this shit shouldn't work no more, yo. People should not be allowed to get away. Like, you can't do this, yo. I'm sorry, yo.
Aside
You
from the fact
cannot
that
do
it's
this.
2022 and we're always talking about, you know, gay people being
Yo,
accepted
let the
and
strap
niggas.
flop, yo. Let the strap flop, yo. Know what
Yeah,
I mean?
if
Like, let the
that's what a
strap,
nigga like.
let the strap shaboing. Let
I
the
mean, boy,
the shit like that, the shit on the door where you smack it and it just be. Oh man, wacky arm flailing
oh,
inflatable tube strap.
that's all I'm saying, yo. It's 2022. If you
Let the fake
got a
meat free,
problem
yo.
with the fake meat free, yeah,
Let the
nah, that's
impossible. I'm gonna start calling straps impossible burger.
the impossible meats. No, no, because there's already impossible meat. It's the impossible
The
cocks.
impossible strap.
The impossible dicks. Let them move.
Oh
Yeah, you
man,
better chill. I got the impossible dick on me. No,
you said what's not possible about it?
don't you worry about it. You gonna see.
Well,
You keep pissing me
which
off,
part of it
yo.
isn't feasible? I need to know.
All I'm saying is, bro, we keep having a problem. Pull out that impossible dick on you, bro.
You know
That's
what I
all I'm
mean? Like,
saying.
once that shit
Listen,
come out, bro, I'm telling you, this motherfucker is hard in plastic and rubber,
listen.
boy. Stop
I'm gonna
playing
get my lesbian shorty out here. She gonna show you why it's impossible.
with me. Oh man. So another topic we'll talk about is we have, I wouldn't say it's confirmation, but it's just about confirmation. Right. So
I confirmed it.
it's
No one
about the
else.
DeShaun Watson case. For those of you who aren't paying attention, it's a player who was accused of getting like all types of freaky deaky shit done during massages with like 20 something women. Um, but here's the strange part, right? Not strange, but here's the part. It's like a smoking gun, in my opinion. So
Smoking gun in his case or against him?
no, he's cooked. He's cooked.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
One of the
Let's
four
go.
women who's still suing him, right? Because remember, I think 20 of them like settled their suits, and there was four that was still going on forward with it. One of the four filed today against the Houston Texans. So from what we know, this is new information about the Texans. And so the lawsuit said that the owner of the massage business that the Texans contract for the team complained to the team
Oh, let's
about his
go.
behavior, right? So hold on, I'll read the full statement here, right? So despite having a full training staff available to him with the Texans, and despite having the services of a specified massage therapy entity, Genuine Touch, great name for a massage place, available to
Genuine
him,
touch.
great place, right? Available to him, DeShaun Watson refused to have massages done at the Texas Stadium and instead preferred to reach out to strangers on Instagram for massages. Now, first off, this is
Oh, that
facts.
is wild.
This like again, we could sit up here and say, "Oh, it's just her suit. That doesn't mean it's fake." No, we know that part. We know that part. Who goes and calls 30 women on Instagram for massages when you got a full massage therapy entity aptly named Genuine Touch on speed dial? Right? It's clearly something these Instagram shorties is doing that Genuine Touch shorties can't do
Just won't do.
or won't do. Now what could that be, y'all? What could that be, y'all? Now let's keep going. Let's keep going. Right?
Getting the lotion out, stroking my shit.
Let's keep going, right? Now, the Texans were well aware of Watson's preference. Remember, this is still a lawsuit I'm reading, right? In fact, as early as June 2020, the owner of Genuine Touch complained to the Texans that Watson was seeking out unqualified strangers for massages via Instagram. Her stated concern to the Texans was that Watson was putting himself in danger of contracting COVID or getting himself sued. And boy,
Ooh,
she knew exactly what she was saying. She knew exactly, but wait a minute. I'm not done. There's a longer
about to
one.
get worse.
There's a longer one. Oh no.
Oh man.
No. So Genuine Touch, right? They talk about Genuine Touch. Again, amazing name. Love it. Love it, guys. So they provided massage therapy to the Texans players at the facilities. Sometimes the therapy was provided 7 days a week. Long story short, if you needed a massage, nigga, from Genuine Touch, you could get one. You could 100% get one. Now, here's the thing, though. The owner of Genuine Touch was aware of what she described as Watson's towel trick. Now, here's where she gets a
Owl
little
trick.
crazy.
Let's go. Let's hear this.
Now,
Yeah.
that is Watson's insistence on using a small towel rather than the industry required drape.
Man.
Now, she too was aware of Watson's habit of seeking out an unusually high number of massages from random strangers on Instagram. I thought that was
Wait,
interesting.
my question is, how
What
do they
is,
know though?
huh?
How do they know? How does the
Um,
massage company know that he's reaching out to outside companies for, well, not companies, but
Well, the
outside
strangers.
women
I
on
mean, these are the
IG?
women. These are the women who are suing them. I mean, their story is pretty much all the
Oh,
same, which
so
is
they're
we were
gathering
on
this all
Instagram.
after the fact.
Well, yeah. A lot of this is
Oh,
like
okay,
for
okay.
example, the part with what the owner was saying. I don't know how they got that information. That's new from all the stuff that we've seen. The owner's statements of that the Texans therapy plate, like that's all new. But all the other shit we're seeing, minus some of the towel trick, is all like we know about this.
The
Like the
towel
whole part
trick,
about
bro.
him contacting women on Instagram, nigga, those are the 24 women. They're Instagram masseuses. Like it's you know what I'm saying? Like, but so here's the thing, right? So apparently, yeah, so she said she was aware of him seeking out an unusually high number of massages from random strangers on Instagram. Now I'm curious, what's a usual number of massages from random strangers on Instagram? Like two? You know what I'm saying? Like what's the normal amount? Because you said it unusually high. Like, is there a number of like unlicensed massage therapists that you would accept?
It's got to be like 37, something like that.
They're just like, nah, two would have been. If you'd have just met up with one or two Instagram shorts, we would have knew you were just fucking, but we'd have been cool with that. So she even reported the alarming fact to the Texans, who did nothing about it. And to put it bluntly, multiple individuals from Genuine Touch were aware that during at least one massage session, Watson had, as described, humped the table and left a wet spot.
Oh my god.
So Genuine Touch was also aware that at least one of its therapists had and another was having sexual relations with Watson during massage sessions. Despite this behavior, and after yet another woman questioned Watson's behavior and threatened to expose him, the Houston Texans organizations, rather than investigate and address the behavior, instead provided Watson with an NDA to protect himself going forward from the women he was finding on Instagram.
Oh my
Watson
god.
himself admits he used the NDA he obtained from the Texans exclusively for massages. The Texans also had the potentially explosive post about Watson's behavior scrubbed from the internet. Now, there's more to this. There's a whole fucking lot more to this. I'm not going to read it all.
I bet. I bet.
But this essentially confirms what I was saying from day one, which is that the Texans 100% knew about this.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as he was willing to play ball, they were going to let it rock. And that was what I said.
100%.
And it was obvious to me, because I'm just like, listen, if y'all got team masseuses on staff, it's only I can genuinely only think of maybe one, maybe two reasons why I wouldn't go to the staff masseuses. Like, especially if I'm getting massages all the time. If I'm getting massages all the time, and y'all got a whole group of niggas, genuine touch, right, that does the massages, why wouldn't I go to them? The one reason I can think of is I'm getting some shit done
I
here
learned
that I don't
something
want y'all to know
loose.
about,
Yeah,
i.e., getting the meat tugged on. That's the one. That's the most obvious answer. To me, that's the most likely answer. But
that's
two,
the right answer.
no, it is the right answer. Knowing what we know now. But that was my first answer. I was just thinking to myself, like, bro, there's really no other good reason, bro. There ain't no way you getting 24 massages from Instagram strangers and you tell me you wasn't expecting them. Like, that shit's not adding up. And so I think, this just hold on. There was a that is crazy. Apparently the Texas trainer had he'd received complaints from the manager of a hotel about the number of women coming to his room there.
Yo, ain't no what this nigga is a
And
deviant.
and there was an excerpt from the deposition of the trainer where he talks about Watson asking to borrow a massage table and thinking that was a strange request.
What the fuck is this nigga?
That is wild though. Like, can you imagine like
Bro,
a nigga coming to you, y'all could borrow like a table? You're like, oh yeah, sure. I got like one of the folding tables. He's like, no, like a massage table. He said like the big heavy shit. How you?
why would you think I just have that? Like,
Well,
what?
I mean, I have one because I'm a trainer, but like, what? Why?
Why you need that now?
What you finna do with that? He said, hey, folk, look, you got one or like, nah? Because if you don't, it's cool. But like, it's like,
I got one, but you acting kind of
okay, yeah, I
weird,
got
bro.
one. I'm gonna give it to you, but all right, I'm gonna see. This is a little weird. That's suspicious.
That's weird. That's suspicious.
So yeah, I mean, so with all that being said, no, I mean,
That nigga did
it's
that
cooked for
shit.
this. Yeah, no, he 100% did that shit. It's cooked for that nigga.
And you know what? The Browns, y'all niggas dirty.
Yeah, definitely knew what they was getting into. I mean, a lot of people did, but they didn't care. They just thought it was worth it, and yeah, they just thought it was worth it. And I'm just like, well, good luck.
That's your gamble. Y'all, yeah, I did that shit.
Now that being said, what else we got? What else we got on this list? I don't really want to talk about anything left on this agenda. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't. Um, I got two things that like randomly came from work. I don't even know why I put them on this agenda. Uh,
Work.
yeah, no, it was just some shit we was doing at work. I thought it was interesting, but graphics card prices are coming down. I mean, it's probably because crypto's dying. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Roe versus Wade stinks. Redacted the Republicans. No, you know what? Redacted the politicians.
Yeah, all of them
Let's make
because
that. Yeah, let's make
even
that distinction
even the
very clear.
gens, yeah.
Let's make that distinction clear. A couple of y'all with the D next to y'all name that. Shh, shh. It's okay. Shh. No, it's okay. It's okay. Just close your eyes. Shh.
No, I'm not gonna whisper no nigga to sleep like that. I want a nigga to suffer.
I'm gonna whisper you to sleep. I got you.
I'm gonna burn a
You
nigga
the bad
alive.
cop. I'll be good cop.
Ain't no
And good is in
cops what I'm
quotes.
doing. Yeah, I was like, ain't no
No.
cops.
Listen, that part's we're both cops. Remember? Like,
Oh yeah, that's how we get away with this, right?
yeah. What is it? What is it? You know what I kept seeing? I kept seeing some woman with a podcast talking about her being a submissive woman and her man being an alpha male. And I'm not gonna hold you. When I saw submissive and alpha in the same sentence,
Yeah, I
I
saw it today.
immediately knew I wanted to spit in her direction.
You know what's
Um,
crazy? I saw that today, and I didn't watch it because I didn't give a fuck. But I was looking at a lot of the replies and a lot of quote tweets, and a lot of people are saying that this isn't actual submissive behavior. This is actual like behavior that mothers have.
Motherhood.
This
Yeah,
is
it's motherhood.
maternal behavior.
And it's like, yeah, y'all want to be like, but again, that's the fallacy that both the women who adhere to this and the dumbass niggas who ask for this, it's the fallacy that they always fall into. Like, listen,
Hmm.
you can want whatever you want from your partner. It is what it is. And if your partner with it and she's gonna do that, then that's what she's gonna do. But for me, it's just like there's so much talk about submissive this, alpha male that, dominant this, masculinity this, and I'm just like, bro, just do what the fuck works. Be whoever, be the guy that makes you happy when y'all with together. Like I don't even understand what like. I'm just I don't know. I feel like I'm just sick of
Nothing
women.
unless my
Yeah, like
parent.
I guess so. Nothing makes me happier than resting my face in the bosom of a woman who pretends to be my mother. Like, I guess I don't know. But it's just like, bro, I'm over women telling other women how to be women. Shut up. I'm over niggas telling other niggas how to be niggas. Shut up, please. Shut up. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. And like you said, half of the shit don't even be submissive. Like, it's just like, bro, you just want to be a mom to a nigga. That's all. You just want to be a mom to a nigga, and it's cool. Like, and the craziest part is like, I'm not even sure. Like, how do you sit up here and say that you got an alpha male as a husband, and you packing his lunch, and you babying him? I don't get that. I'm not understanding.
You think about this as a rational person because these people aren't rational. Alpha males think like so. What people think alpha males are like these guys. They go on and hunt for their own food and hunter gatherers. Alpha males are just dudes that think they have control over women, so women should do everything for them. So an alpha male thinks a woman is going to cook for him and make dinner and lunch and breakfast, and these women that think they're catering to alpha males are making their dinner and lunch and breakfast, and both of these idiots are together thinking they make the perfect shit.
And it's just
It's it's just a mother son relationship.
yeah, and I just don't. My thing is, I'm just like, bro, like I again, I can't tell y'all not to sign up for this because some of y'all weirdos want this, like as women, like some of y'all literally want to be someone's mother. Which I mean, how do I tell you it's wrong? I can't.
It's a fetish. It's literally just a fetish.
I can tell you it's wrong, but it's just like some of it is just nasty work where I'm just like, bro, how are y'all signing up for this? Like, why are y'all
Because
signing up?
it's the
Like, and the niggas
fetish
don't
that
even
they
need
want.
readers. Like, that'd be the worst part. Like it's one thing when a dude, again, it's one thing when a guy making $250 million is talking like this, but it be a nigga who make less money than you talking like this, and I'm like,
The
how
nigga
do
making
y'all?
$43,000 a
Yeah,
year.
and you make 50. How y'all go for this? I'm not understanding. You make 50. You make more than him. You living on your own. You can afford your own rent. He don't pay your bills. What does he offer? How is he an alpha? What am I
It's
missing?
it's all the mother kink. Your mother makes more than you as a kid, right?
Stop that. Stop. Stop
Think
that.
about it.
Stop it, Reno. Oh no. I'm gonna start barking, bro. I swear to
I'm
God, I'm gonna start barking.
I'm literally just saying, just think about it. Like these niggas broke. They stupid. You're smart. Make more money. You taking care of them. It's what else is there? We got it. We fucking got it.
Allegedly.
You know, let's
Um.
see what the fuck. I mean,
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else on my agenda. To be honest with you, I gotta go pee very badly. So I'm considering ending this. To be honest with you.
guess this will be a show. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, listen. That's it. It's about all we got. And yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of free. Like as soon as we finish, Kevin Durant's gonna get signed, bet money, or gonna get traded, bet money.
That's usually
But
how it is.
but it's fine. I was gonna talk about the Usher time. Oh, okay, okay. Usher Tiny Desk. Make sure y'all go watch that.
Was
Two,
it good?
nobody's. I mean, it's Usher and a Tiny Desk. Of course, it's gonna be great. I didn't watch it yet. I watched like one clip and I liked it from what I saw.
I see. Yeah, I see. I saw a clip too. So
Um, but yeah, so I'll probably end up going watch that in its totality. But definitely watch that. Nobody's beating Usher in the verses. The only person who would have done it is either MJ or possibly the nigga in prison for 80 years. But
we're not gonna talk about that though.
yeah, I know we don't have to talk about that at all. We're not going to. What nigga? What are we talking about? The only other dude we'd be able to do it is R&B Frank Gore, which is Chris Brown, but that's not gonna happen either. So
R&B Frank Gore. Maybe if Frank Ocean managed to put out
no,
a decade worth of music in the next 2 months, maybe Frank Ocean.
yeah, you know what? If he put out 3 albums in the next 6 months, I'd consider it.
Yeah, because Frank Ocean is good. He
Nah,
just
Frank
don't
Ocean is
have no
very solid.
fucking.
He don't
He
put
just
nothing
don't
out.
have nothing
He just
out.
don't be caring. Nigga, like
Yeah.
you could tell he just like, bro, I just do music. Like I don't really care about like when it drop and shit like that. Like I just
Yeah.
be making it every once in a while.
No, like you said, the only competition for Usher, no, not Usher, MJ is Usher, not counting R. Kelly. I'm not gonna count Chris Brown either. Um,
Chris Brown would be a fight, but it's
I'm
not a win.
biased, so I'm not even gonna count it
No,
because
I'm
I'm
biased
biased.
too, but like even if I try to remove that for a second, like it's gonna be a fight, but Chris Brown's not gonna win. Like
Yeah,
that's
no.
just
So
not his
either
shit.
way, it wouldn't even matter. I And you know it's crazy. We're talking about MJ versus niggas are saying Chris Brown would be a challenge for Usher. Nigga, Usher is a challenge for Michael Jackson.
No, I'm saying like I wasn't talking about MJ versus. I was talking about Usher versus like MJ not here. We're
Oh,
not even gonna really discuss that. I'm talking
oh
about
my bad.
Usher.
I thought you said maybe I just got
No,
MJ on the
I mentioned
brain.
MJ because I was saying like MJ's one of the niggas who would challenge Usher, but like realistically living,
Nigga, you had that backwards. Nigga, Usher is challenging MJ. That's why
okay,
I thought you.
okay, but what I'm saying
I
is
read that the
MJ
right.
is not living, so he's not ever going to actually do a versus. Meaning,
I'm not thinking about verses. I'm just thinking about R&B verses. I'm not
oh
thinking
yeah,
about
I see what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
So I just heard Usher and MJ. I was like, oh, MJ versus Usher, not Usher versus MJ.
yeah, but I'd love to continue, but I really gotta go pee, so I'm willing to
Yeah,
cut this short like right now.
yeah, let's go. I actually got P
Peace.
two.
I told you about it. Please, bro. Forgive those student loans, bro.
Let that dementia take over, bro.
Let it consume you.
I'll go from there.